Well, for me, I'm running for Western Region 2 Director, and again, I'll say I start with the elders because they brought us into the world. I also think of the youth on this side because we have to educate them more, so whether it's university or post-secondary or whatever, it's important because they're our future. And then I just jumped right to housing again. I think that's a big issue throughout our region and the whole province. You know, and then economic growth is one thing, like, you know, we got to tap into it. We have to be proud Métis people. We have to be business owners. The tools are all there. If you have a dream, follow it. Like, you know,
Absolutely.
You know, follow it. Like, you know, there's those little things. The other little things I talked about, I guess, before we wrap up, like, you know, there's been a lot of confusion. The MFME building up on the hill.
Yes.
You know, and I understand the confusion because, like, we haven't been educated on it for starters. Like, you know, they're building one in Regina, and Saskatoon, and Prince Albert, North Battleford, Yorkton. So they're building all these buildings, and they're the hub of the regions. So that's where you go when you want to, say, get a grant, or, you know, there'll be offices there for the region director in housing or travel development and registration, sports and recreation. So there'll be offices in this building. So that's one good thing.
Yeah.
You know, the other good thing is, like, the ELCC, like 90 for daycare for 90 kids. So it's huge. 90.
That's pretty good. I didn't know it was that big.
Yeah, 90 kids, and you know, that's great.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
You know, so then the other thing, there's a big kitchen there.
Okay.
Big gathering room. So you know how people say, well, you know, we have to have a place to do our bingos or our lunches or our suppers. Well, we could utilize that building. So I find out, like, you know, I had of course, people asking me, well, how much does it cost? And I said, well, I'll find out. I guess there's no cost to it. Like, you know, we'll be able to book it.
Yeah.
So whether let's just use a local. Let's just use Big River Local or Marceline or Peninsula.
Yeah.
Let's say they want to do a gathering, and their facilities are too small, or anybody in Prince Albert, all the locals in Prince Albert. Maybe they want to have a Christmas party there or whatever. Yeah. So you can do all those things in this building. So I did find out, because I went there again yesterday, and I'm looking at this big, beautiful building, and I'm thinking, our grassroots people of our region don't really understand what it is, and it's going to be the hub of our region. Yeah. So I'm talking to the guy from PCL, and I said, how big is this building? 26,000 square feet.
Really?
Like, it's huge.
Oh, holy smokes.
Yeah, like, you know, so the misunderstanding is that, again, we're not educated on there, because I don't know why. Like, I'm so proud of this building, and I think
it's such a positive.
It's such a positive. Yeah. And they're not just doing it in Prince Albert, they're doing it in other big regions also.
It's a chance to network with the other big guys who are doing, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and so if you want to get any information, it's all in that building. Or if you have a